Yo, it's the Daily Go Getimism show. Yeah, it's time for us to kick this thing off. You know it. Yeah, when you're later with a shorty, yeah, you might have had been getting naughty and y'all just finished doing a little something and your mouth start talking and it start walking through the whole crime and the whole time you was talking about everybody and dropping the dimes. And you might not have really realized it because you was just later with your girl. She was your world. Well, I know how it be. Well, I don't know how it be when I start telling and start yelling. You probably should have kept things to yourself, but you was laid up. Your trust factor was all in there. You know, tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. And we are talking about pillow talking. How to stop pillow talking and snitching. Pillows talk control. You gotta control your pillow talking. And a lot of people don't do it. And what happens? What happens when you don't even recognize that pillow talking is what you're doing? And what happens when it gets out of control? And what happens when you do it to the degree where other people become affected and they didn't have anything to do with it? So sometimes, you know how they say, sometimes somebody knowing something about you, sometimes some people having a little knowledge about you is not a good thing. Sometimes that's the exact opposite of what you need in your life. But when we start talking about pillow talking, we're talking about a situation where a man and a woman is laid up, you know, that it may be in the afterglow of sex. And, you know, they start talking to each other and they may start talking to each other, about their plans for each other, the plans for the future. And sometimes they start talking about things that are going on in their lives that involve other people, secrets, private things that should really be kept on the low, all kinds of stuff. The tea starts getting spilled and the secrets start getting told. And it's all because you think that you can trust the person that you're laid up with. And a lot of times you can. But shoot, people have been arrested and charged and convicted and sentenced to years and years and years in jail. Why? Because of pillow talking. Because somebody was talking about something that they shouldn't have been talking about to somebody who definitely shouldn't have heard it. It's all good. It's all good when she's laying on your chest and she's playing in your hair. And, you know, it's just everything is just feeling so good. This is just the right situation. It's the right situation with the right person at the right time. And you talking all that good stuff. See, when a man and a woman are alone together, I said man and a woman are alone together. When a man and a woman are alone together, all kinds of sweet things get said. And that's why both of y'all laid up in the bed and, you get right in the ear, start whispering things that happen real clear. Yeah, that's the way that you saw it on the news. Well, I'm going to tell you what really happened, and I'm going to only tell you, well, I was involved in it. That's the case that I hope that detectives never solved. It's a crime, and it went down. Well, it was a couple of elephants, a couple of clowns, a couple of floppy shoes, a couple of big noses, a couple of big orange afros. Yeah, it's pillow talking. Who does not know what pillow talking is? If you don't know what pillow talking is, you're about to find out tonight. And more than likely, you have participated in pillow talking. I'm going to go as far as to say if you have never involved yourself in pillow talking, then you probably have been sleeping with the enemy. And even people who have slept with the enemy and they knew it still start yapping. Sometimes people start talking all of the good love stuff. You know, they start talking all of the good plans for the future. Yeah, these are the things I want, baby, and I want them with you. You know, you all I want. You're my everything. And everything is you, baby. You're my everything. And everything is you. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. And sometimes it'd be like, yo, I know I can trust you, boo. I know I can trust you. I know I can trust you, boo. I know that I can trust you. I I really like you, baby, but I gotta tell you a little something, and it's kind of crazy. You heard about the store that got robbed. You heard about the person that got hurt. You holding on to people that got shot. Well, I was involved in all of that, and it was in the parking lot. And I got proof. I got souvenirs. I got all the gear. I got stuff I stole from there. Sometimes people tell on themselves. Sometimes they tell on other players. Sometimes they tell on people that don't have anything to do with the two people that are involved, laid up in the bed. A lot of times they talk about the people who are involved in the situation, because it's not always crime. It's not always crime. Shoot, I've known for a fact that some men have talked about their boys' sexual escapades, or, maybe they got a baby on the way, or, they have another wife or another girl or another situation going on. And shoot, you say that to your girl, you say that to your wife, and you think you're building a trust foundation between you and her. Meanwhile, your wife, and I'm not saying this is about all women, but your wife might be thinking like, I wouldn't want to go through that in my life. And so I think his wife has a right to know. I think his girl has a right to know. Oh, because it's pillow talking shit. So you told your woman, you told your wife what was happening with your man's or your brother or something like that. And miraculously, soon after that, his wife or his woman finds out that he been messing around, that he been stepping out. So that's what we talking about tonight. What's going on? Yo, Pierre. Okay, Coco T, what's good? He said, hey, brother, how you doing tonight? Yo, I'm feeling like a real man should. You already know. Glad to see you here. And Yo, Pierre says, your face, where do you stop? Okay, all right. Anyway, Stacy White, what's going on? Holding it down for the D all day, every day. Appreciate you coming on through, And Yo, Pierre says, I genuinely want to know, when you wash your face, do you stop, or you just All right. Let's assume that you are asking this for a good reason. Let's assume that you're not trolling. Let's assume that you're not, trying to kick some shit. Yeah, when I wash my face, I wash my whole head. Why not? Now, when I had hair, I didn't shampoo my hair every time I washed my face, for obvious reasons. All right. All right. Freddie G says, what would you do if you had the power to shrink other people to an inch? Nothing. And I wouldn't want to see other people down to an inch. Coco T says, a person telling homie's business will tell yours. Don't feed the gossip monster. Now, that's simple. That's simple. That doesn't sound like a hard concept to understand. It doesn't sound like anything that's a hard pill to swallow, or a hard instruction to follow, right? But the thing is, for some reason, for some men, when they laid up with a woman, they start feeling empowered. Now, I've always wondered, on some real shit, do they start talking because they didn't do good in the bed, or are they compounding a great performance with even more information? Now, I would think, and I can't say that I know, but I would think that if you just laid up with a trick, if it's a jump off, if it was just a chick, that you was hitting, why would you share information with her? Well, to be honest with you, a lot of men will do that because they figure, well, I don't have nothing to lose by telling her. She don't know the parties involved. She barely knows me. So there's no way that this is going to go any further. So that's a way of him getting it off his chest. You know, that's his form of therapy in a way. So he like, all right, yeah, I'll tell her what's going on. And it'd be like telling a stranger. You know, we did a show a few weeks ago about how some people will tell a stranger all of their business, but tell the people that they know not a thing. They won't tell anything to the people that they know or people who know them. Coco T says, okay, I don't even want to know anybody else's issues. They try and build a bond via gossip, trying to get you to open up. Yeah, you spitting nothing but facts. However, you are the minority. Unfortunately, my brother, you are the minority. I used to think that only women like gossip. You see what kind of world we have out here. Anytime these celebrities come out with some kind of, anytime information comes out about these celebrities, they little sexual exploits, they sexual orientation, little things that they may have done on the low, somebody else snitching on them. Those videos get a lot of traction. They get a lot of views. People love to hear about other people going through stuff. Maybe it's because they're going through things themselves. Maybe it's because they just like to hear maybe they just like to hear a good story that sounds like something that you would read in a book or see in a movie. But for some reason, people love gossip. And it's been that way for a long time. It's getting worse. It's going to get way, way worse before it gets better. So this is just something that we have to deal with. Look at this dumb shit. Big Hog says, you look like an old Flavor Flav. Nobody looks like an old Flavor Flav. And you know what? Nobody looked like a young Flavor Flav. Like y'all trolls gotta work on y'all material. You would do better saying, listen, I just want you to read my comment. You ain't gotta say nothing dumb. But if you're gonna say something, like if you're gonna troll or throw like a crazy insult out there, like make it funny, make it to where other people who are listening will be like, oh shit. Oh yeah, yo, that's ooh. Do it like that. You know, like an old Flavor. I mean, like you said, like an old Flavor Flav. You know how old Flavor Flav is? You're not gonna tell me I look as old as Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav is like at least 13 years older than me. I think Flavor Flav was born in 1957 or something like that. Flavor not a young man. How old is Flavor Flav?
65 years old.
65 years old. All right, he was born in 1959. March 16th, 1959. So he's 11 years older than me. Don't the fuck out of here. And this is what Flavor Flav looks like. This is who he said I look like an old Flavor Flav. Like, come on, man. Not that anybody doesn't know what Flavor Flav look like, but this is what we doing. You know what I mean? I'm clocking. I'm lamping. Valerie Green, what's going on, ma? Good to see me some you. Thanks for coming through. Coco T says, please don't engage the trolls. Just let them comment to get the engagement up. Oh, man. Why people worry about trolls so much? I mean, you know, like, we worry about trolls so much. I don't know. That was interesting. All right. Just stop by to say hi. What you doing up so late? You be up late night? because this is what we do this at 1 o'clock. We do this at 1 a.m. nowadays. 1 a.m. Oh, you're a woman, not a guy. Okay, my bad, Coco. My bad, Coco. I didn't know. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad to be here too. Everything is going to be all right. You know. All right, so sweet. Let's see. We got somebody, Suzette Live Talk on the Blog Talk side. By the way, y'all can call into the show if y'all want to call into the show and talk about this topic. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. You can call into the show 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on and do the damn, do the damn thing. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. So we're talking about pillow talk control and snitching. We know, or if you didn't know, pillow talking can lead to snitching. Oh, hold on, I gotta do something. I'm sitting here, it's all hot. Hold on, let me get this together. Okay. Okay. That's good. Wait. Gotta angle it just right. All right. That should do it. Yeah, that'll do it. There you go. Playing old school hip hop. That's what you was doing up. Okay. Why 1 a.m. is something significant? No, I get off of work. A little bit before then, so this is the best time to do it. That's it. Ain't no secret code. Coco says, did you ever hear that NASA beamed Missy song into space? The first hip hop song to have done that. Why would they do that? I mean, okay. That's the first. I don't know. I swin. Michael Tyson. That's not the way you spell Michael, but okay. Bringing It Boy says, hey, son, one closed fist bump to the chest twice. That's what's up. Thanks for coming through on the Blog Talk side. So, yeah. So, you know, when you laid up when a man and a woman are laid up, now it can be other ways too. It can be woman and woman or man or whatever. But in my closed mind, there is no sexual encounter like a man and a woman because of how natural it is and how fluid that it flows. And when a man and a woman start to feel each other's energy, it can be before sex, it can be after sex, and it can be during sex, but there's going to be an energy. And if that sexual encounter is really, really good, and then afterwards, y'all just really, really are feeling each other, you know what I mean? You know how like when you haven't been with somebody for a long time, I don't mean like y'all were together before. I mean, maybe y'all have just started to learn each other's bodies, learn each other's minds, learn how to please each other. And then you laying up with each other, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is looking good. And you know how, like, when a man's body fits perfectly inside of a woman, and women understand what I'm talking about too, because when a man fits perfectly inside of you, and I'm not even talking about inside of you as far as penetration is concerned, but of course that too. But I'm talking about maybe the shape of your legs or however y'all have sex is just, it's a good fit. It's like Legos. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Like no other piece could fit here. This is where this piece is supposed to go. So you may have that physical piece, that physical comfortability and that connection going, and then you may also have that spiritual connection starting to develop. So y'all laying up with each other, just really, really, you ever been laying up with somebody and been thinking up, they're right there and you thinking of them like, asking all kinds of questions. You start talking about life. That's you and that person getting close to each other. I'm not saying that you're necessarily falling in love, but you are the closest to it. You're definitely in that neighborhood, in that energy field. So that's when the talking starts. Because you're going to start to share. And there's a difference between sharing and snitching, but sharing the wrong information with someone can lead to them snitching later on. And they may snitch on you, or they may snitch on somebody else who you told on. And you ain't mean to tell on nobody. You was just basically sharing. You were sharing. Because shoot, if you can't trust somebody that you just shared your body with, if you can't trust somebody that you just shared your body fluids with, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But you never know who to trust until the trust is broken. That's when everything gets different. That's when everything gets a little that's when everything is you know that feeling that you get, that crazy feeling in the pit of your stomach when you know that you told somebody something that you shouldn't have told them, and the reason that you found out that you shouldn't have told them is because you heard it from somebody else, and you know that you didn't share it with that person. Like they ain't got no business knowing this. Mobsters have done this. Plenty of them. Plenty of mobsters have gone and told about they little heists, they little operations, they little runs, they little missions. And that shit has come to bite them in the ass. Real shit. If you really think about it, you ever wonder why mobsters get married? Because you think like, y'all out here on the streets getting money, y'all out here, y'all scrambling, y'all in the streets. Why do y'all seek the stability of a marriage when y'all don't ever honor y'all marriages? And none of them do. They always cheat. I mean, they out here getting money. They out here getting money and perpetrating violence. It could be, and I can't say this for sure, but it could be that they know inside of in their hearts that they need a woman that they can trust. They need at least one person in their lives that they can trust, to tell, what happened to Jimmy Hoffa and JFK and stuff. You know what I mean? Things like that. You can best believe that there is some woman out here who knows what happened to Jimmy Hoffa. And they also know who did JFK in and why. And maybe they were trustworthy enough to not tell anybody. No tell-all books and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah. So it's one of those things. Somebody pillow talk that shit. Because it's hard to do dirt over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and never, ever, ever tell anybody. Shoot, you hear about serial killers that have knocked off dozens of people. And what happens? They always tell somebody, even when they get caught, they start confessing the crimes that they never even got caught for or investigated about. Oh yeah, and remember when that little girl was caught? Remember when that little girl was found over there and blah blah, and that couple, remember they was, oh, and the dude is, they just start telling themselves, bring it here, boy. He says, does she have to be real? Oh man, here you go. He says, or you tell her something about yourself just when you meet her for the first time, something that you feel comfortable to tell, and you can't remember her name. Oh, I don't know. That's a different situation. But however it goes is the way it goes. Aswin says, where are you from? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all day. Okay, says, am I late? I think I'm interrupting now. What are you talking about? Bobby Hill Cisse. Barbara Hill Cisse is all up in the house. What's going on, Ma? What's going on? Good to see you. Coco says, I found out my ex was cheating because he was touching my body like he was trying to adjust from my body to her. He just felt unfamiliar. And you knew he was cheating from that? What do you do? Tell? Because that's not enough clues. You know what? It amazes me the way that some people think that you can tell if somebody is, knowing that somebody is lying is not that hard. But knowing that somebody has been with somebody else without you actually seeing them, unless they actually tell you, like dudes, play head games with women. Oh no, the pussy feel different. It's more open. You've been with somebody else. You don't know that shit. It's all game. Because mentally, you can make yourself believe that something is or isn't depending on how you want to feel. But you can't know for sure if somebody has been with somebody else and what they've been doing or whatever. There's just no way to know. If there was, I would have found out by now. Instead, I've chosen to say like until I see it, it's not going to concern me. But if it starts to plague me, then I won't need to see it. I'll make my move. Like when we start talking about pillow talking leading to snitching, we're talking about getting comfortable with somebody. And if you're with somebody that you can't get comfortable with, why would you stay with them? Like if there's something going on, you can call it intuition, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But if there's something about a person that you are serious about that won't allow you to get comfortable, like they will not allow you to chill, like you're never going to get, hold on. You're never going to get to this point. Yeah. Come on, you can get in the chair with me. Come on, babe. Come get in the chair. Come on. I know your big ass. Don't matter. Come on. If you never get to the point where you can get like that, why would you need to have evidence of it? Now, some people obsess over that kind of thing. That's not for me. Jealousy and all that shit, it's just not for me. It has been tried. But I left those toys alone when I was a young boy. I was like, nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't got no time for that shit. Plus, what I found out as I got older was all the greatest hunters, they don't chase their prey. They don't chase down kills. They wait for them. You out there in the wild. So if your lover is out there in the wild, you ain't got to chase him out in the wild. Just wait for him because he's going to show himself. So just like a deer or a moose or a bear or whatever will come along in the wild, looking for food and, just, if there's no threat, you find them in their natural habitat. And that's when a hunter has a good shot at them. You don't be chasing down no animal. You're out there looking like a fool. You can't run as fast as they can. And it's going to be hard as hell to hit a moving target. And when they muscles tense up like that because they know that you're chasing them, that's not even a good kill. So if you're killing that, if you're hunting for meat, that meat is going to be terrible, tough as hell. All right. Haley Fawn, what's going on, Haley? Thanks for coming through. Says, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's what's up. Thanks for coming through. Good to see you. And Locatina, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Coco says, yes, you can. Okay. All right. Hey, look. I'm not there, so I don't know. But I know this. If the cops can't prove that they saw me or that somebody else did, I'm not getting convicted. And I'll be goddamn if I'm going to give you a clue or confess. So you may know in your heart of hearts that something is wrong, but unless they tell you, that's all it's going to be, your heart of hearts. That's like trying to get credit at the Chinese store. And I'm just saying. All right. He says, I'm a pretty small woman, but he was grabbing me in ways he hadn't in the past. Also, the girl called me 3 days later. Well, that's a little different. If she called you 3 days, that's a the way you said it was like, no, I knew from the way he touched me. Okay, all right. Stacey White says, you can tell if somebody cheating if you got a good intuition. Yeah, you can know it. Like I said, in your heart of hearts, you know. But what's the name? What they look like? It gets a little tough when you put it to the test. Haley says, feels good to be here. Man, that's what's up. My man Charles Lindsay says, no face, no case. Listen, I have known dudes that made they chicks confess. And I'm like, okay, so you made her confess. You got a confession. All right, Columbo, Matlock, you did it. Now what? Y'all did y'all break up or y'all still together? Oh, y'all still together? So, and the confession was for what? So now she knows not to lie to you anymore, right? Or she knows not to cheat on you anymore because, now she stands the chance on losing you. I don't know. For me, it's different. It's just different. I'm like, either you gonna do something or you ain't. What's it gonna be? All right, so for pillow talking, telling all your shit, your man shit, your team shit, I'll bet you, Tom Brady, at the times that he did go home, I'll bet you that, what was his wife's name? The one that dissed the shit out of him? She considered Tom Brady to be a straight nut. Like, I ain't worried about losing you. You know what I mean? But I'll bet you she know how they won those Super Bowls. Giselle, thank you. I wanted to say Gabrielle, but I was like, nah, I know that's not right. I knew it was something with a G. I'll bet you Giselle know about the deflate gate. I'll bet you she knew. Like, yeah. That time was probably like, shit, we do what we gotta do to win. We We gonna get another ring this year. I bet you Tom was talking shit. You ain't gonna tell me they got kids together. You know what I mean? He thought they was. He thought his wife really, really loved him, and maybe at one time she did. But you ain't gonna tell me that he didn't pillow talk her to death. Like, yeah, when we played the Eagles, we can see right on their sideline. Like, yo, we can see their whole playbook. That's why we knew everything that they was gonna do. The thing is, they were so good, they almost beat us anyway. But no. You know, shit like that. Valerie says, cheating is for suckers. Just let me know when we can go our own separate way. Well, that's why people cheat, because they don't want to go another way. Like, women be trying to oversimplify shit. They like, no. No. If I wanted to be by myself, I would have been by myself. I was already that before I got with you. He want an extra. And you know how some of y'all women say, well, you could have told me how you was rolling and just gave me the choice to, whether I wanted to participate or not. I might have been down. Y'all know y'all be lying. Like, nah. If you would came straight out the gate. Now, some men can, tell certain women, like, listen, I ain't really trying to do nothing. I got something at home. I understand if you're not with it, if you know what I mean, blah, blah. For some women, yeah. But a man kind of knows. One thing about a cheater is like a con man. They know who they can tell the truth to, and they know who they can lie to. They know who's going to go for it and who's going to put up a fight. It's like any of y'all ever get involved in mid-level marketing or pyramid schemes? Somebody tried to get you to get in their network. You know what I mean? Residual income, baby. All you got to do is sell a little something and bring all your people on and have them sell a little something. And so you get a piece of whatever they sell. So if they really into it, you're going to benefit off of that. Plus you selling your own stuff. And whoever brought you on, they getting paid. And it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. Con men sort of like the same thing. Like, I know who to tell and who not to tell. So, no. People don't cheat because they want to be by themselves or because they want you and them, not them and know you. So, no, you can't be told the truth. Sorry, no truth for you. You ready for me to stop cheating, or you just trying to like, no. Can't tell you. All right, Moon Man for Life says you don't bet anything. I don't know what that means. I don't even know where you're going with that. It's all good though. Coco says, I don't think he told her to protect her from the scrutiny. I don't know. I mean, he might not. He probably didn't tell her. Stacey White says he wanted to be selfish. Yes, he wanted to be selfish. Yes. Valley says, nope, I'm out. Exactly. My man Shadow Band, what's going on, my dude? Says only one thing that ever made me nervous is my friends visiting and spilling the beans about the wild times and things I did in the past. Exactly. And you can best believe somebody pillow talked and told everything that they saw you do. Especially if you've ever done anything around your friends that left their mouth agape, their mouth was agape, like, you can best believe whoever they was smutting that night, they told them. All right, y'all, let's get dressed. For some reason, I'll be making this take longer and longer every night. So let's I put a stuff on. Let's put a stuff on. See how it's going. Yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. Which one y'all want to wear? Cow bones. Cow bones are coming through, y'all. Cow bones. Which one? Y'all, I choose two. Y'all choose one out of the three. Come on. Yo, talk to me. Is it the right, middle, or left? Which one is it going to be? The right, the middle, or the left? Which one is it going to be? The right, the middle, or the left? Which one is it going to be? The right, middle, left? Charles Lindsay says the middle. Okay. Valerie says the right. Stacy says right. Locatina says right. Wow. All right. So it looks like the right is right. All right. Now I got to stick your neck out. Stick it. Here we go. Here we go. Looking good. Let's get the ocular proof popping. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. It's a good look. Baby. Look at y'all looking pretty, looking beautiful, looking lovely, looking gorgeous. Very diva-like, looking handsome, looking fly, looking debonair, looking suave. You know what I mean? Smooth. Looking smooth, brothers. That's what I'm talking about. Take a screenshot. Yeah. Looking good a lot. Take a screenshot of the cow bones. Yeah, you wear these shits around your neck. They won't leave you alone. Conversation started. Yeah, you go harder than anybody out here. Even Sean Carter. Everything is going to be all right. We rock the cow bones. Talk about pillow talking tonight. Pillow talk, control, and snitching. Pillow talking, control, and snitching. Yeah, you told all of your business. Now you're bitching. Should have kept your mouth shut, but you couldn't do that thing after you got a little butt. You got a little dick hard. Start talking all that crazy shit. Talk hard. Now everybody knows your biz because you got messed up with her after had a couple of kids. She starts telling what she's going to say about it. Talk to the cops, talk to everybody nonstop. Told your baby mom, other baby mom, everybody baby mom. Still talk to all the baby moms. Baby moms, every baby mom is against you. Yo, brother, what you gonna do? Well, what you should done in the first place, stop talking and coming out your face about everything that you did and everybody thinks that everybody else did. Yeah, you looking at a bit, staring down the barrel of a court case. Shit is not going right now. Can't save face. You wish that you had kept a little secret, but you couldn't keep it into your soul. It came out your hole, your pie hole. Start spitting. The shit is looking real bad and nobody kidding. This is a serious situation and you wish that you can put the words back in your mouth, but you can't. And it's going to get real bad because of your rants. Yeah, I saw him shoot him. Yeah, I saw him hurt him. Yeah, we took off his toes and the fingers and it was dead ringer. Pillow talk control. 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 Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. All right. Valerie Green says, I like non-political pillow talk. Non-political. That's an interesting word for this. Non-political. What would political pillow talk involve? Well, honestly, even though we're talking about pillow talk control and snitching, part of the control of the pillow talking thing is that you can talk to like a man can talk to his woman about anything in the world that he wants to talk about. But more than likely, he's going to talk about the things that are on his mind. He's going to talk about the way that he feels. He may talk to her about the way that he grew up, things that happened to him, his deepest, darkest fears. He might talk to her about what he really thinks about what he did when he was in school, excuse me, or in past relationships or past friendships. You know, he might share a whole lot of stuff. He might tell certain things that happened with his mom. Real shit. You know, like, let's say he saw his mom in some compromising situations and it really had an impact on him. Especially if a man has grew up with his mom on drugs. Because anybody who has had a parent on drugs or a brother or sister on drugs or been on drugs themselves, you know how nightmarish drug addiction can be, where to take you. You know there are no drug addict stories that don't involve theft, that don't involve lying, that don't involve prostitution. There used to be a rehab. There used to be a rehab over in Germantown off of Berkeley Street, and it was called King of Recovery or something like that. Recovery King. That's what it was called. Recovery King. So they had like this kind of like this big crib, and they did this intervention, hard love type of tough love type of intervention program. So in their meetings, it wasn't like the typical 12-step program. My man was in that shit. He said, oh, I had to get out of there. He said, whether I was on drugs or not, you ain't gonna be talking to me like they was talking to me. Because I don't have to submit to this. He said they was like, don't come in here telling me you ain't never sucked no dick before. And they talking to the dudes. They were coming in here acting like Tom. Oh, you ain't never steal nothing from your mom? Oh, really? So you wound up here, but you ain't never steal nothing from your mom, huh? No TV, no VCR, no jewelry, no money, no 13-inch TV with the handle. I'm 13-inch black and white with the handle on it, whether it worked or not. Don't tell me that. And he was, my man said and he said it was every day. So Recovery King didn't play around. Recovery King, they didn't play around. Other rehab places, they had a much softer approach. It was like, we got to get you out of drugs. Your life is out of control because of your substance abuse, and we're gonna bring you home. We're gonna get you back to where you were functioning before. Recovery King was like, nah, the fuck out of here. Listen, you need to get off that shit. That's what you need to do. You need to get off that shit. Shit, you know why you here, and you know why you don't want to be here. But had you got your shit together beforehand, you wouldn't be in here. But while you here, we gonna make you never want to use drugs ever again. You know what I mean? With your old hoe ass. With your hoe ass. He said that shit was. He said it was off the chain. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. What up, my man Troy Diesel? What's going on, my dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. Valley says, that's what I want to know. Who are you? Can this go anywhere? Okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is, when we start talking about pillow talking, a man might tell his woman that he saw his mom, on getting her knees dirty night in and night out. You know what kind of effect that have on a young man and his relationships with women going forward? he will be fucked up bad. Scene Flexing, what's going on? Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you. Valerie says, I've experienced drug addiction, and I went to a place where they tried to do that to me, and they told me to take my toothbrush and get on my knees because that's what I was used to. God damn. Said I was out of there. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, yeah, I don't. You know, the thing about addiction, let's just say addiction. One thing I never liked is how they say that you're a recovering addict for the rest of your life. I'm like, make the fuck out of here. No, you're not a recovering addict for the rest of your life. I understand what they're trying to say. But who wants to carry that label as if you're never going to succeed? Yeah, I'm a recovering addict. Wait, how long you been clean? Like almost 20 years. So what do you mean what takes 20 years to recover? Ain't a broken bone or a hurt artery that takes that long? You mean to tell me that you have successfully stopped using, but you're not recovered and it's 20 years? Come on, man. I mean, I don't know. I never understood the psychology of that. So I know that I wouldn't wear that. Now, I had a drinking problem myself, but I'd be goddamn if I didn't have to go to AA or nothing like that. But of course, because I had 3 DUIs, I did have to go to AA. Like, I didn't go to AA, but I had to go to AA. You know, that kind of shit. But the thing is, once you know in your heart of hearts when you've kicked something, when you're through with something, you know you're through with it. So why should you have to wear that label for the rest of your life? You know, people get paid off of you wearing labels for the rest of your life. Real shit. You know, this world is all about money. Everywhere you go is money, 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 money. You go to rehab, you got to pay money. You don't go to rehab for free. You know, motherfuckers have you thinking that, you know, just out of the good of the community, social work and all of that kind of stuff, they let you go to rehab. Yeah, what? Somebody got paid. Somebody got to pay them social workers. They get paid. They're trained. They get paid. So you carrying that title of addict for the rest of your life allows somebody to profit off of you for the rest of your life too. Now, maybe I'm off base with that, but that's the way I see it. And all things in my life, business-wise, I always said, follow the money, you'll find the truth. The paper trail will take you exactly to the culprit, the players. Coco T says, I think it's a way to get them to make peace with the ego. Yes, but there are a lot of different ways to make peace with the ego. But when it comes to drug addiction or alcohol addiction, nobody can be ready for you to get clean before you're ready to get clean. Now, the thing is, of course, everybody will want you to get clean, but until you are ready, because you'll want to get clean too. But some people want to get clean and they want to still be able to get high at the same time. You know, like maybe, you know, you ain't want to be a crackhead. You just want to be able to smoke crack, you know, recreationally every now and then. Now that might sound funny to some people, like it's totally ridiculous, but that is actually the mentality of most people who get high. You know, they don't want to spend their whole life on it. They want to still be able to enjoy life, because when they started using drugs, that's how it was. They were able to do other things. They were able to chill with their kids. They were able to have carry on healthy relationships. They were able to go to work. They were able to take care of their responsibilities, pay their bills, handle their business. They were able to party and have fun. That's what when you start getting high, just it's the same as when you start drinking. You know, you got high. Not everybody was trying to escape all the problems of their life. They was partying. I remember when crack came out. I was a young man, but I remember when the shit came out. They was partying with crack first. They ain't know how addictive that shit was. They didn't know the effect that it was going to have on them physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. They didn't know. They didn't know. There was nothing like crack before crack came out. Not even freebase and cocaine. There's a difference between freebase and cocaine and smoking crack. A lot of people don't know that shit. So freebase and cocaine, there's a point where you'll be like, all right, I'm good, I'm high enough, I'm all right. Shit. Ugh. No crack all night long. All night, all night, all night long. All night. Sell everything. Sell everything. Sell the kids, grandma. Sell God. Come on, God. Listen, God, you got to go. I just need one more hit. Like, what are you talking about, my son? I'm saying, God, listen. God. Anyway, all right. Valley says, I get it, but I don't take on labels created to destroy me. I understand that. Okay, Coco says, seems like it takes the stigma out of the disease. And Valerie says, people need to understand that people become addicted because drugs are addicted. I mean, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. I mean, you think of anything else that you like a lot. If you like it a lot, you're probably going to do it a lot. That's why there's so many different types of addictions. You know what I mean? So drugs, some people have a really, really bad eating disorder. They don't give a shit if they eat 700 pounds. They like to eat. That's what they like to do. Shit is crazy. Y'all watched that show before, the 600-pound life? That shit crazy. Yeah. Shopping. I know all of y'all know somebody who has a shopping addiction. They got to buy stuff all the time. They just be stacking shit. Buy shit, don't even take the labels off it. Don't even take it out the box. Shopping. And spend till all of the money is gone. Constantly. Can't control it. Sex addiction. You thinking that a person who has a sex addiction, they just wearing out their partner. No. The motherfuckers will fuck. They will fuck you to death at home, go to work, fuck on their way to work. When they get to work, coming back home from work, that it's nightmarish. Real shit. But an addiction to anything makes it unhealthy. An addiction to anything makes it unhealthy. Once something becomes healthy, it becomes a good thing. Shoot. Crack got the label because of how addictive it was and the stigma of it, being a black thing and all of that. If you smoke crack only one day a year, you be all right. Even if you only smoked it once a month, not one whole day, because you could lose everything that one day. But if you could do it just once a month, shoot. Somebody who drinks a beer once a month, they ain't no problem. A beer. Even a person that gets drunk once a month ain't that much of a problem. Unless they might be a nuisance, but they're not a big problem. But once you start getting drunk every day, getting high every day and all of that, now you in the zone. You in the zone of nothing, you in that addict zone. And a lot of people don't even know it. Like, man, I don't really drink every day. I might have some wine every day. Like, shout out to all of the people who don't consider wine or beer to be alcohol. Like, what do you mean? You drink enough of it, you're gonna get drunk. You can't get drunk off no beer. Now that's when somebody is a straight addict right there. Coco T says drugs, sex, sugar, drama, etc. Yeah. Sugar. Real shit. Valley Green says, just think of someone you met And during pillow talk, they tell you that they just got out of prison and doing 20 for murder. Shit like that. Shit like that. They might share something like that with you. And they might share the details. They might tell you the details of their crimes. They may even share with you the details of a crime that they didn't get convicted for. Now they didn't share that with you. Now you feeling some kind of way because you know there's a body out there unrecovered. They family don't get a chance to bring their killer to justice and shit like that. Yeah. Sharing. Pillow talking is about sharing. Pillow talking is about sharing. And you might share yourself right to the precinct, right upstate. You done pillow talk yourself right to state prison or the feds or whatever. Man, when I say this thing is going deep, and when I say that people have really, really gotten themselves into trouble over this whole pillow talking thing because it turned into a snitch fest. You know, it's all good when a man and a woman are going well with each other and they loving on each other and appreciating each other and just doing the damn thing with each other. It's all good then. It turns disgusting when somebody didn't get what they wanted or somebody felt slighted or cheated or played, and now they have all of this information. Like dope boy over here want to take care, he want custody of his kids. Don't think it's going to happen. How you going to get custody of your kids when I'm about to tell the man how you make your money? I don't think the state really wants to see a man who sells drugs and putting his family in such a compromising situation. I don't think they want to see them have custody of the kids. So you can forget about that. The kid XV, Callie says the homeless. Oh, damn. I said that shit like this motherfucker is a somebody. My bad. My bad. I said your name like you was cool. My bad. I keep forgetting you a dickhead. But you come back every night. That's the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come back every night. So you absolutely a fan. You absolutely are a fan. You might even be a stan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come through and you want to talk. Like, you're not in the background. You ain't in the background like, yo, let me see how this bullshit play out. You want to get involved. You know what I mean? You like, yo, man, give me the rock. You like, give me the rock. Like, yo, I want to play. I want it. Yeah, go out, son. Go ahead. Go long. Come on. Go. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, these cats be killing me. They be killing me. Like, every night. Every night. So I'm not even subscribed. I don't give a fuck. Let's say you were subscribed. You still wouldn't count. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even subscribed. But you hear so much that I'm in your algorithm. So my suggestions still probably come up in your shit. You know what I mean? Like right on your page. You go right on YouTube and be like, yo, Sun 752 is live. And you be like, cool. It's just those damn beads, bro. They're horrible. Dude, that is your opinion. And it's not an opinion held by many. Like, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I was me before you was you. I know I'm older than you. Because, you know, that shit you doing. I know we straight there. He said, I'm like the video and support gang, but I'm a troll. Tell you what, don't like the video. You ain't gotta do that. You don't have to like, you ain't gotta do nothing. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't, you know, listen, if you want to be a troll, be a real troll. Don't be liking shit and you know, and all that. Because if you like, you might as well subscribe. So no likes. Don't like shit. You know what I mean? If you like it, like it say 9 likes up there, it should go down to 8. Don't like shit. Don't like. Matter of fact, push dislike. And don't, you know, like, because it ain't that deep. You know, play your position. What like Biggie used to say, PYP, play your position. You ain't got the, you don't owe nothing over here. You don't owe nothing over here. Fizzle Bomber says, you a guru? Nah, you a primo? You a premier? Hard to earn? Scene Flexing says the cow beads are cool. Come on, man. I appreciate that, Scene Flexing. Ain't no way that nobody likes. Like you can't not like them. Like you can try, but it's like trying to say Michelle Obama is dumb. Like, come on, man. It's like trying to say Michelle Obama is dumb. Like, come on, son. Like, that ain't gonna work. You're trying to say like Kamala Harris is ugly. Like they so stuck with that. Now Donald Trump, he did some shit. He tweeted on his social network, it's called Truth Social. This motherfucker said, he was talking about the DNC, you know, the Democratic National Convention. He said, and he put this shit out there. He said, you got Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris. He said, you see how blowjobs have impacted their lives. He said, like, this is the motherfucker that all these people won't vote for. He said, you see how blowjobs have impacted their lives. So, you know, how they try to say that Kamala Harris slept her way to the top and Hillary Clinton with the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. I'm like, yes, he did say it. Yes, he did, Charles Lindsay. Yes, he did. That's like motherfucking Trump supporters do not be wanting to believe how fucking grimy and disrespectful and fucking childish this nigga is. He is the real deal. He is the real deal. Yes, on his network, Truth Social, he fucking tweeted that shit or whatever. You posted it, whatever. He don't. Yo. That's who he is. Like, what would make you think he wouldn't do that? Like, when has he never not gone too far? When? Fizzle Obama says seems heavy on the neck. Yeah, these cow bones are heavy. They are. I would say this is about at least At least 3 pounds. At least. I would say they're about 3 pounds. But shoot, I'm strong-necked. I'm strong-necked and connected. The kid Callie says, I'm a nobody, but you just gave me 4 minutes of attention, and attention is a currency. Okay. Cash it in. If you can monetize your attention, see, like, this is my platform. I actually have monetized the attention that I get. So if you can, so I don't know if your channel, let me see. I know you ain't got no followers. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Wait. Yeah, Coco T says, jokes on him because you can't sleep your way to the top when every government position she had was via winning an election, except for, but it don't matter because his people want to hear that kind of shit. And just like I was saying earlier in the show, people love the messy shit. They like the dirt. They don't want to hear that. They do not want to hear no good shit about a person or how hard they work. They don't give a fuck about that. They know that sex sells, violence sells, and anything related to sex and violence is going to sell. So that's what the gossip is about. So on all his rallies, does he talk about policy? Does he ever talk about policy in any of his rallies? He be up there just freestyle. It's like stand-up comedy. That's what it's like, but that's what they want. They want the dirt. Dish the dirt. Yeah. Say some nasty shit about him. We have a caller on the line. Yes, we do. Have a caller on the line. Yeah, about to come through. Caller on the line. Yeah, yes, we do. Caller on the line. Yeah. All right, so this is what we got to do. All right, so what I'm going to do is before I bring the caller in, when I notice that whenever I have a caller, the audio sounds a little different. So this is what I have to do. I'm going to unplug my mic and hopefully, all right, let me do this first. Let me test this first. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Can you 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 still hear me? Still hear me? Can you still hear me? Still hear me? All right, good. She says I sound farther away, but yes, okay. All right, yeah, because the mic is right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this all the way off, and then I'll take the caller. And the reason that I'm gonna do that is because I want his audio to come through as clear as mine, and because he's on another platform, when he speaks, it has to come through my mic, and to me, it sounded a little muffled. Not that you couldn't hear him, but I want y'all to hear him crystal clear as y'all hear me. So that's I wanted to put us on even playing ground. So, all right, this is what we're going to do. Bring the caller in. Caller with the last number 7797. Welcome to the Daily Go-Getimism Show. Thank you for calling in. What's on your mind tonight? How you feeling? All right.
What's going on, good brother?
Man, you already know I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope that you feeling somewhere the same.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing like trying to keep your composure in a time when trials and tribulations in life are coming about. You know what I mean?
Well, you already know. We talked about this. It's actually a good look. You know what I mean? Everything counts. Mm-hmm. All players count. I don't care whether you're on the bench or the practice squad. Eventually, you're going to get in the game.
Now, before I even talk about your pillow talk commentary, I'm gonna go to the political talk that you were just talking about Trump, and it takes me out. What makes me, we were talking about this later before we started, when we conversated earlier. And what takes me out is when you sit back and you hear people. When you sit back and you hear people defend Trump, and you have these Trump voters, right? Like, number one, you hit the nail with the hammer. You never hear them talk about politics. Never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never want to talk about politics. What'd you say?
I say he don't want to talk about that shit because that's a
because
you got to know something in order to do that.
yeah. You got to be an intellect to know that. You know what I mean? So he's never talking about policy, but one thing about being president, right? The moral compass that you need to have to see the people that's around you and the people that's in the country, because you're our moral compass. You're the one that has to walk around with the morals that show that America is trustworthy and respected. That man can't do that because he's one of the most ignorant, racist people you know. But yet, some African Americans would like to sit back and say, no, he gave me money for COVID. No, he didn't. Senate and Congress gave you money for COVID. If you read your taxes the right way, you would see that the government is supposed to give you money during a crisis in America.
Well, the thing about the whole
it's the same thing with Barack. Well, for black people, it's like, what the hell? What you want? Extra watermelon and extra fried chicken?
Actually, I did want that.
He did the best he could do. The best he could do with what he had in front of him, which means that it was for a while he didn't have a complete control of the Senate and the Congress. Sometimes people need to go back and do American history homework because some people don't understand it. It's not about getting things for free. It's about what he can do, period. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to Donald Trump, and he's telling you to shoot yourself up with bleach and Lysol.
Yeah.
So it's cold. He's ignoring the science as if he's a science. We had over 1 million some people die in America, and he's ignoring it.
Yeah. Well,
now you got an African American woman running. The only person that can beat Kamala is Michelle.
Well,
they want to talk about her speaking up. I'm gonna just say this one more thing. Let's just go to something, right? Meek Mills was going through it with what's his name, academics and stuff. He was going through it with him because academics said something, but Meek Mills fell into it and fell back into it. By feeding into it, you made yourself look guilty. Why do you think Kamala Harris ain't saying nothing back? Because with today's time, feeding into it makes you look guilty. Back in the day, you can defend yourself. It is not a problem. I think after what Bill Clinton did with Monica Lewinsky and said, I did not have no type of relations with, you can't be bullshit out there no more. Even if you're telling the truth. But at the end of the day, some people need to just wake up. They need to wake up. There's no reason for people to tell other women, we shouldn't, there's no reason about any man or any country to tell a woman what to do with their body. It's their choice. It's up to us for men to support their choice. If they make a decision to have a baby or not. That's their body. That's just like saying, like I told you, that's like saying, I'm anti-masturbating, or I'm anti-no sex. You can't control other people's bodies and other people's emotions like that with how they're going through things. Especially if it's a person whose daughter got raped and wound up getting pregnant by the rapist. I've been through that. My daughter was raped. My oldest daughter was raped. And I had to deal with that. She got pregnant. And I had to deal with that shit the way I dealt with it. And she wasn't an adult. She was a teenager. And the person that did it, ain't no God rest his soul, but God rest his testicles. At the end of the day, son, I agree with what you just said on here. Some people just need to stop defending ignorance. If you teaching your kids morals, how can you allow this man to just take that moral compass away from you because you feel as though that's who you want in office? You want somebody that can respect people, that can talk to people the right way. Like you said, you don't get on stage and do stand-up comedy. You don't disrespect the military when you didn't even go into the military. You had bone spurs, so quote unquote. You treat people with respect. And as a president, that's the type of president I want. I mean, now to the pillow talk situation, 9 times out of 10, pillow talk just don't start with pillow talk. Pillow talk starts after intimacy. That's my opinion. You just as the before intimacy or after intimacy, because when you talk and doing pillow talk before intimacy, you're not having no intimacy. After intimacy, you sit back, yeah, that was good, yeah, that's just. You're sitting there, you're reminiscing about what just happened, and then you start talking about things that happened in your life. And one thing you said right, when you tell people your secrets and you go through that problem, they come out.
Yeah.
That's 1,000% right.
Yeah. I mean, listen, but the thing is, when you laying up with somebody that you've just been physical with and feeling spiritual with, you feel like you can trust them, and you should be able to trust them. But can you?
Right.
You know, trust is good while supplies last. When trust is out, hey, that's the thing about trust. It really is only good while supplies last. As soon as you run out of trust, there won't be another shipment. Trust is like oil. Once you drain that well, ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left. It's good as hell, and it will take you very, very far as long as it's in effect. But once it's gone, you're gonna have to get it from somewhere else because you can't get it from that source anymore. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pillow talk is a gift and a curse. The gift part is that you having a great conversation with your significant other. The curse part is if you tell them something that's hurtful, or you tell them something from the past that you shouldn't tell them, they can be brought up during the argument.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something major, and you bring that up at the wrong time, you know what I mean? If she brings it up at the wrong time, it could be detrimental to you losing a job, losing your life, everything.
Man.
And that's vice versa. Men too. Men talk too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's vice versa. At the end of the day, pillow talk can be a beautiful thing. Like pillow talk is one of those things that if it goes right when you're talking, you can take on the world the next day and come up with the scheme to make millions. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Or pillow talk can be you can devise a scheme to set a man up to get killed, or a woman up to get killed. Pillow talk is a gift and a curse. And sometimes it's best to it's not to have pillow talk, but if you want to talk about something, talk about stuff that's positive. Don't go to no negative aspects of, well, back in the day, you know, me and my bulls used to go around doing this, or, you know, I used to do this to women. And why?
Well,
why? You don't do that. You don't do that, period.
Well, because that testosterone that a lot of men get from pillow talking, I mean from that sexual encounter, either, you know, it either empowers them to want to go ahead and share more, or they might be taken up for something because maybe they didn't perform the way that they should have in them sheets. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they kind of half-assed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't score a real orgasm, but you scored a fake one. You know what I'm saying? If you can recognize. So you scored a fake orgasm, which means that she thought enough about your ego to make you think that you came off, or that she came off, and now you can, now maybe you want to start stacking the chips. You know how, like, sometimes when a person wins, but they don't believe that they should be a winner, sometimes they'll try to make you think that there's something that they're not, or make you think that there's something better than what they believe that they are. So they start talking like, well, you know what? I know this or I know that, because you know, if you know that your lady, let's say she watches soap operas, so you know she like the drama, she like to hear, you know what I mean, the 411. Yeah, ain't nobody who watched the stories that tells me that they don't like a good story, a real one. You know, so you already know where she at with it, and she's gonna be all ears. Like, really? Like, I know who killed YBC Duel. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. I know who shot Beanie Siegel. You know, people want that. They want that little inside track information, and if you can provide
and it's like they want to be important.
Yeah.
And being important is not a good thing, bro. Especially when, see, one thing about a person, when the person gets killed on the street, right? I always tell somebody, you don't know who do it, but you don't know who did it, but the streets gonna talk.
The streets
is always undefeated.
The streets know who
you know
did
what I mean? The streets know who did it. You know what I mean? And the streets is gonna talk. After a while, because people want points for who did it. They want points for that. You know what I mean? They want to be able to say, I did this.
The fame.
Just like the young boy that killed Pop Smoke. You know, he could have came home, shut his mouth, and all this, that, and the other, right? But no, he come on braggadocious. No, if I had a chance to do it again, I'll do it again. What?
Hey.
Some people, sometimes you put yourself in the forefront and brag about certain situations when you should just fall back and shut the fuck up. Now you're putting yourself in harm's way, your family in harm's way. Because I know if Pop Smoke was my brother, and he did that to Pop Smoke, and that was my brother, well, the family's gone. The generations is gone.
You know,
because I couldn't live with that. I couldn't, even if I'm not about that life, you made me about that lifestyle. You know what I mean? Pillow talk just made me about that life. Oh, I know who did this to so and so, but I'm gonna tell you.
Look,
and then it's like, then she tell her girlfriend, her girlfriend tell her girlfriend, and her girlfriend tell her, and then it goes through and then all of a sudden hit the right one. Oh, for real? All right, let me tell Tyrone. It's pillow talk is a melting pot of bullshit that can create more bullshit.
They say
it can help you take over the world.
Hold on, like for years they've been saying that bad boys move in silence, but the older I get, the less that seems to be true. Or
it's always untrue.
I mean, they may not be out here screaming to the hilltops about what they did, but bad boys started to change with the emergence of like look at how John Gotti was. You know,
him and Nicky team up.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is they changed the landscape of what being a gangster was. Gangsters really did used to move in silence. They used to do all that shit underground. They wouldn't put themselves out there like that. They didn't openly challenge the law. Well, he did. He got that popping, and it was working for a minute. And it, you know how things are. they work until they don't work. And once they don't work, they're never going to work again. So you look at him, and then you look at like the Philly mob, like you said, Nicodemo, but Nicodemo Scarfo, he wasn't out there putting his business out there. But
oh no, he was.
Oh, was
Bruno wasn't.
Oh,
Bruno wasn't.
Bruno. Okay.
Bruno was.
Okay.
Bruno was the quintessential God. He was the one that just said, when it comes to our business and our way of living, let's keep that quiet. Nicodemo was the one that was going around, braggadocious, doing certain things, putting his business out there, doing murders and stuff. And once you put yourself on the news, that's it. You're not going to win no more. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the whole thing about it, man. Sometimes silence is the best way of living.
See,
it's just like going into a new relationship, son. One thing I always try to tell other guys, never tell a female why your other relationship didn't work. Oh, why not break up? If you was a good man, why y'all break up? Well, I told her I didn't like Coca-Cola. I like Pepsi. And every time we got an argument, she'll put Coca-Cola everywhere in the fucking house. You create an argument. So now the next step with this, now when you go to an argument with her, what you think she gonna do? Put Coca-Cola all around the house. Because you just gave her the blueprint on how to piss you the fuck off or how to create an argument with you.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I think it's stupid to talk to any woman about another woman. I think that's dumb. But sometimes some dudes are trying to throw their woman off the trail of some shit that they might be involved in. Let's say, for example, your woman catch condoms in your pocket. Like let's say she was washing your clothes and she emptying your pockets, and boom, a couple of condoms fall out. Now you know you done fucked up. So you might need to create a diversion to take her mind off of the whole condom thing. Like, those not my condoms, but I gotta tell you that my man Joe, he got a side chick, and I took him to his side chick house because he ain't want no Uber on his credit card. He ain't want no Uber charges on his credit card because he knew his wife would see it. So I took him over there, and after he got finished doing what he did, he gave me his condom. You know what I'm saying? So now you done told on Joe, and you might be telling the truth about what's going on with Joe. But it's also true that you've been messing around too. But you needed to throw your whiz. You needed to throw her off the scent. So you threw Joe under the bus. You didn't know that. You didn't understand that your wife or your girl is cool with Joe girl, and she feels some kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, she getting played, and he could mess around and bring her a disease or something. So I think, as a woman, she got the right to know what's going on. So she went and told Joanna what Joe been doing. You know what I mean? And all because Steve got caught with the condoms in his pocket, and he didn't pillow talk. He snitched. But he might have been talking about the shit that Joe did for a while. He might have already been talking. He might have already been sharing. He might have already been, taking things too far, or taking them where he had no business taking them. And now look where we are. It's not a good place to be. It's not a good look. But this kind of stuff happens all the time. And when we start talking about pillow talk, we're talking about trust. And being able to trust your woman that you love is a big deal. Being able to share things because of the trust and the love that you have for your woman or your man or whatever, it's a big deal. And even when it's not a loving situation, motherfuckers, if they clout chasing or something like that, it's like, remember in Boys in the Hood, you want to see a dead body? Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shit like that. There's certain things that are said that they know are going to be a point of interest, or they're going to make you, look like you are in the know, or you are something greater than what you might be, because you're really nothing but it's clout chaser and a snitch. But it all came through pillow talking. But there are other, people have pillow talk their ways themselves in the shit that ain't had nothing to do with snitching. You might have pillow talked and said that you was going to buy somebody a house or a car, or you was going to get this money. You know what I mean? Plans for the future. You pillow talking, making all these plans and all of these promises and all of that. And it might have been a bunch of stuff that you couldn't deliver on. Well, you're going to be called on to deliver those things that you said that you could make happen. You said you could make it rain. All right. I'm looking up at the sky. Those drops should be coming down soon. So
yes, it should.
Mm-hmm. So pillow talking.
That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, but like I was talking about earlier, a man might tell you a lot of things that happened in his life that affected him that he may not have been comfortable talking to anybody else about before. You know what I'm saying? Like he might share with you that he somebody touched him when he was younger, and it might have been a man or something like that. And he might share with his woman how traumatized he was over that, and that's the reason that he does this, or he won't let his kids go here, or whatever the case may be. He may have shared that. And then what happens? What happens if you tell the wrong woman some sensitive information? Like you share.
You tell the wrong woman that, boy.
And how fucked up is that? You already been dealing with it, the way that you've been dealing with it since it happened. And now y'all done had a bad breakup, or she's just the type that's so vengeful and so sharp with the tongue. Now she telling everybody that you gay, or changing the story around or whatever. The bottom line is you should have never shared that with her, but you did because you thought that because y'all were in love that you could trust her and that she would protect your privacy. But you were wrong. And there's some women out there that just let the whole clip go, the whole magazine, spew out. I done seen it happen. You know how many arguments I've seen between a man and a woman. She put it out there for anybody who listening, like, oh, little dick motherfucker, no dick, shit like that. And I'm thinking, like, damn. It's one thing to say things that you can't come back from. But it's a whole different thing for somebody to straight violate your privacy, straight violate your trust bond, straight violate anything that brought the two of y'all together. Like, and people will do it. There are people out there who will do it, and you kind of have to eat that. It's a terrible thing, but it happens. It happens all the time, and it can get nasty, dirty, slimy, grimy. But yeah, if you really think about, man, if you think about some of the things that you shared with the women that you've been with over your lifetime. A lot of that shit could have gone left. You know what I mean?
Yes, it could.
I mean, plenty of it. And man, you pillow talk with the wrong one. You might as well went and talk to the feds. Like, this ain't even a Fed issue. But
it can become one.
Yeah.
Real quick. You know what I mean? There's no, and that's when you go back to the loyalty question. Girlfriend loyalty, wife loyalty. You go right back to that. Because with soul talk comes loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that woman, regardless of what y'all go through, is she willing to open her mouth in the midst of disagreement to put you out there on Front Street? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Is she willing to go out there? Is she really want to go out that route? You know? I mean, everything, sometimes, you know, your podcast, situations you be talking about coexist with both things. Girlfriend loyalty, girlfriend loyalty, wife loyalty. Same thing with this. Everything goes together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Listen, it can take a lot for a person to let their guard down enough to share their innermost secrets, even if it's not what most people would consider it to be, you know, secretive or private. But what's private is private. So
right.
It might be. Let me think about I'm trying to think of something that might not be a big deal to most people, but for the individual, it might be a big deal. Okay. Something like sexual activity. You know, because what some people like, some people don't like. What some people might think is disgusting or really, really nasty or whatever, some people don't. So let's say you eat your woman's asshole, you know, because that seems to be a popular thing these days. You know what I mean? Like, in my day, we didn't know nobody who did nothing like that, but now that's a thing. All right, so let's say you do that to your woman, and that's just between you and her. You may not have ever done that to anybody else, but you did it with her and for her. Now everybody know that you like on some old Cookie Monster shit when it comes to the butthole. You know what I mean? Now she might not think it's a big deal because in her world everybody does this. Like, it's an honor for her man to eat her ass. You know what I'm saying? But you might not, you know what I mean? You might, you know, you don't want a chance for you don't want to take a chance for your grandmother knowing that you crunching and munching, you know what I mean, on a chocolate bar. So you know what I mean?
You an idiot.
Grandma still think a toss of the salad is just, you know, got lettuce, tomato, you know, onions and shit, you know. So yeah, for somebody like me who might think that's disgusting, for somebody else they might think like that ain't that big of a deal. Everybody does that now. So, but what's for you is for you, and you expect that to be protected by those who you come in contact with that you trust or think that you can trust. But you might find out that no. Yeah, that we got a problem here. We have a disconnect between what we think is okay to share and what's not okay to share. But that's a communication issue. You know, it's probably a good idea for you and your woman to have that kind of conversation about, like, listen, Um, everything ain't for everybody. I like to keep whatever I do a secret or whatever. But it's not a coincidence that you know almost all women I know that have herpes, I heard about that from their girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, I heard it from their girlfriends. I'm like, so let me get this straight. She shared with you that she has a STD that's going to be with her for the rest of her life. She shared that with you, and you just shared it with me like it wasn't no thing. And we ain't lifelong lovers, partners, friends, or whatever. We only known each other for a little while. And I understand she may have shared it with me. So just in case I think that her girlfriend is cute as her or cuter than her, and maybe if I get on some greedy shit, well, then I might get some luggage. You know, I might get some Samsonite to go. But you know what I mean? Like
that's just grimy, though.
it is, but it happens.
That's just grimy.
It happens, and I found out over the years. Man, you know what? I know some shit. I know some shit between our circle when it comes to that. And I'm like,
comedy circle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And when the chick told me, I looked at her like, you know how somebody shows you something or tells you something that make you have to clock your own location. Like, where the fuck am I? You know what I mean? Like, hold on, where we? You know, like where you have to really, really check where you are in something or with something at that time because it's that crazy, it's that deep, it's that ugly. Like, oh, you just gonna tell me this shit, huh? Yes, that's exactly what happened.
I think I remember you know, I found that out myself too. Well, I think it got something to do with the letter M. Oh, so it ain't the person's name again, the letter M. Okay.
But yeah, you just see how it can go. Anyway, with that chick, I knew she gets no info. With whatever she tells, it's going to be from what she tells. I mean, from what she saw with her own eyes or knows for a fact, all by herself. I'm not giving out no help. No help. And I remember, you know, dealing with her and dealing with other chicks. Like you know when you sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
The question you gotta ask is, how long are you going to keep sleeping with the enemy? Are you going to sleep with the enemy again? Because a lot of men will. A lot of men will be like, well, you know, everybody got problems. Everybody got problems. And I'm like, okay. So you've embraced yours. All right, well, you know, it is what it is. You've decided for yourself that this is a problem worth having, worth saving, worth revisiting. Okay. That's cool for you. For me, I might say, nah. We through with that. We don't want no parts.
I'm thinking this: if you start the pillow talk, you know, and you create that type of situation, you can't go back from pillow talking. There's a big difference between conversations and pillow talking. Pillow talking is more personal.
Facts. At least it should.
So you just have a conversation with your woman. You talking about work. You talking about, you know, everyday life. But when you have a pillow talk, is more personal. You. It's like you digging in a creek, trying to find that, get the dust off that old record and get ready to play some lyrics.
Son, let me.
And when you play him, and when you play him, that's it. Once you let the cat out the bag, that's it, bro.
There was this guy.
Real.
There was this guy that used to work for me. And one day he showed up for work kind of early. And him and his wife was having a falling out. And his wife, you know, she was that type with that mouth. You know what I mean? She was like Edna Scissor Tongues. So he showed up for work early and I didn't see him. He was right there. This was a crazy situation. I'm sitting there at my desk and he was sitting there in the vestibule attached to my office and I couldn't see him through the glass because he was leaned back in his chair out of my vision. His wife called me and said, well, he's probably going to be late because the cops stopped him and took his weed. This had to be like 2000 and matter of fact, this might not have been 2000 yet. This might have been more like maybe it was 1999. You know what I'm saying? Like this was because he had just got a car and it was a brand new car. But anyway, so I said, what? She said, yeah, the cops stopped him and they took his weed. And I remember looking at the phone, and you know, this is a office phone. This ain't no cell phone. I looked at the phone with disgust. You know what I mean? I said, okay, well, thanks for letting me know what's going on. And when I hung up the phone, and I said, took his weed. And he heard me, and he came, that's why I knew he was there. He came out like, ain't that some shit? I was like, what the fuck? Yo, it was a crazy situation. He was like, ain't that some shit? I said, yo, man, I didn't even know you was there, Jay. He was like, yeah, man, you know what I mean, blah, blah. But I thought about that shit, how he had to feel. His woman called his job and told his job that not only does he smoke weed, but that he got the cops took his weed. Yeah. I mean, he was only smoke. He was a weed smoker. He used to smoke joints. So, you know, he liked to smoke weed. Like we didn't know. You know what I mean? It wasn't no secret. So, but I'm thinking like, damn, kind of fucking
jam him right up.
What kind of disloyal at my job? We didn't have write-ups. We didn't write nobody up. You either worked for us or you got fired. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We wasn't built that way. but to put your own man's livelihood in jeopardy that way. I ain't get it. Like what kind of argument could y'all have been having, or what kind of falling out could y'all be experiencing where you would do your peoples like that? Like, come on, man. Like I was straight disgusted, but he surprised me so much when he popped out that it was like, it was almost like he said boo. But I was just thinking like that's bad money right there. That was just that was nasty.
That's bad every fucking thing. That's bad everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know a boy that was working at his girl called the job and told the boss he can't come home because he's screwing somebody on the job. And he wasn't messing with nobody on the job. Just told him that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Imagine if in my scenario, what I was just telling you about, imagine if he told his wife some negative things about me. How, you know what I mean? He couldn't trust that kind of information, like me or my dad or whatever. You know, he could have been like, oh, they stingy, they don't want to pay nobody, they don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like shit that every employee would be bitching about. But your boss ain't supposed to hear that from your wife. This was his wife. This wasn't his girl. This wasn't somebody he was smutting. This was his wife. I was like, man. That was.
The guy producer had a drug policy at the job. He been shit out of work.
Just the fact, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She put his livelihood in jeopardy and his reputation. So we looking at him sideways for some shit that happened off the premises. Ain't had nothing.
It had nothing to do with it.
Not a damn thing. He wasn't even late. No, they took his weed. Like, oh man.
Well, that's what happens, bro. That's what happens. You know what I mean? The old saying, loose lips, sink ships.
Well,
it's alive and well.
Well,
that's alive and well.
Interestingly enough, him and his wife are no longer together. After all of these years, but he's with the girl that he was messing around with. And when I tell you they happily married, this shit is like a fucking dream. They done traveled the world, been to Africa a couple of times. They're like, what the hell? What? Y'all was
and the wife is mad as hell now. Everything that she wanted to do, he going with a whole nother female.
I wonder if she's mad because she was the type that would. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them, but whatever it was, I'm sure it was loud. However they separated.
90 seconds.
However
they separated, it wasn't quiet.
Well, I'll tell you, I know this. I just know this for a fact. That if you're in a relationship and that wife feels as though they wanted to make changes with you or make you feel like you wanted you to do this and wanted you to do that and you didn't do it, then when you go to the next relationship, she's nervous that you want to do everything that you didn't do with her.
60 seconds.
And as soon as it happens, then that's when the emotional shit kicks in. But it's just that still talk. That's one hell of a conversation piece you had today, bro. That still talk. Yeah, what's the percentage you think that pillow talk got either people killed or got people locked up? What do you think the percentage is?
I would say at least 65%. I mean, I can't prove it one way or another, but I would say about at least 65%. Just guessing. Like for me, that's like trying to guess how many jelly beans are in a jar. All right, let's say 65%. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pillow talk is about trust, and when the trust is broken, then it's all about snitching. And some people feel totally justified with telling all your shit when y'all have a falling out.
Yeah.
Even if they know you wouldn't do that to them.
You think that shit is cute?
Well, you know what? You know what really gets me about it? But the thing that gets me about it more than anything else is how fast they'll make that happen. Like y'all just had y'all just got a separation, or y'all just had a falling out, and you went and went public with the shit as if y'all was like y'all had been apart all this time. All right, man, we gotta get on up out of here. It's 3:00 in the morning. Tree. We gotta get out of here. Tree. Yo, but once again, it was a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure, man. You know I'll be on there tomorrow night too, bro.
That's what's up. Then tomorrow night is going to be. All right.
Well love, bro.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
All right.
My man Troy Diesel is in the house. You know what I mean? Coming through, spitting them facts, giving out that wisdom, coughing up that conversation. Good stuff. All right, we have some birthday shout outs. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on. Let me get it together. Wait a minute. Wait. That ain't it. There you go. This is where I want to be. All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious August 29th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Gene Logan. Happy birthday to you, and also Angelique Dees Pierce, and also my man Lee Burgess. Happy birthday to you, and Shanique Messiah. Happy birthday, and my girl from Philly all the way to Texas, Rochelle Grant. Happy birthday to you, and Louise Scrutchins, and Achilles Cedric Seco Curbison. And last but not least, maybe the best, definitely last but not least, my cuz Big Truck, Fred Neal. Happy birthday to you, cuz. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious August 29th, anywhere out there in the world. By the way, this was Michael Jackson's birthday. August 29th was the late, great Michael Jackson's birthday. How about that? August 29th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go hard, go for yours, and remember, All right. So pillow talking might get you somewhere, and it might get you exactly where you don't want to be. Pillow talking can lead to snitching. It can lead to indictments. It can lead to conviction. Pillow talking can lead to somebody not liking you because they think that you can't control your mouth. I said, pillow talking is something that happens to people. It can happen to anybody that has a hottie. And pillow talking is one of those things that you have to learn to control. Yeah, don't come out of your pie hole. Well, you live and you learn. You know, you live and you learn. You think that you can trust somebody. You think that you have a good bond with somebody. You're laid up. You're smoking a cigarette. You're basking in the afterglow of a great sexual encounter. And you thought that you could You thought you was authorized. Yeah, and you found out the hard way that you should have just kept it. Am I high? No. I wish I was. I wish I was high. I wish I was high. I wish I was high. I mean, I clicked my heels 3 times and say I wish I was high, but I'm not. All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show. So make sure you come through. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Think it won't. Everything is going to be all right. You think it... the job is over. I can take off my uniform. You can take off yours. You know, take these scrubs away from y'all. I want y'all to have a wonderful night, wonderful rest of the day. If I don't see y'all tomorrow night, see y'all another day. Be safe until that day comes again. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Yeah, see you on the other side, my boobers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for sure, my troopers. Peace, y'all.